So we are not too far away from Thanksgiving, and of course, right around the corner after that is Christmas. And so you start thinking holiday ideas. Probably one of the first thing that comes to mind when you think appetizers is a dip, which of course is going to include cream cheese. But what is something different you can do? I mean, some people take a block of cream cheese, put some pepper jelly on top, other kind of dips, right? Well, how about we get a little bit of hamburger action into this and make a cheeseburger dip? So in the bowl right now, I've already done a little bit of prepping. Had to do this ahead of time because I didn't want to use a whole lot of time because I couldn't get it done on the segment if I couldn't. So I've already browned my ground beef, and as the ground beef was almost done browning but still had some of that fat in there, I threw in a yellow onion, very finely chopped as you see there, to let them saute in that grease to draw in the flavor, but also to reduce the onion down a little bit to lose that bite and to lose that crunchiness. Now I'm doing everything by half right now, so you'll probably want to maybe double this if you want to. So this is half a pound of ground beef and half a yellow onion with half a block of cream cheese. Now you want your cream cheese to be softened. And there's a couple ways you can do that. Leave it out for a while at room temperature, or you can actually, if your oven's already on, if you're doing some holiday cooking, you can throw that aluminum wrapper into your oven for a little bit, and it will really soften up the cheese for you. Or if you have hot water, like we do here in our coffee pot at the station, I just get a cup of hot water and let the cream cheese sit in that, and it greatly softens it up. There's nothing, I'll tell you, worse with cream cheese than trying to mix it together when it has not been softened. That's basically impossible to do. So you get that mixed up, but we're gonna add some other ingredients to this. So we're gonna add some cheese because we're talking cheeseburger, right? And this is all about what kind of cheese do you like on your burger. So what I have here, this is a block of pepper jack cheese, and what I'm doing is I want to actually use the blocks of cream cheese, of cheese themselves. They melt a lot better, and the shredded cheeses that you already get at the store that's done for you, those have a little bit of starch on it, and they can glob together when they start to melt, and don't really work too well when it comes to melting them and using them in a recipe or maybe a sauce or something like that. So that's all you gotta do right there. Get your grater and grate yourself some cheese. So did that just to kind of show you that I'm grating the cheese with this. I'm going with a sharp cheddar, and I'm going with the pepper jack cheese, but I've already done some of that. So we're gonna throw the rest of my cheese in there. That is the pepper jack. And then what we're gonna do is also grab the shredded sharp cheddar cheese. But again, if you wanna use a Monterey, you don't like sharp cheddar, you want mild, it's fine. This is all about you and what you want to do with that recipe. Well, you're gonna dress a burger up, right? When you get ready to eat it, that means you need some tomatoes. And so I've got some tomatoes here. They're just petite diced tomatoes. They come in a can. I've used half a can, and I drained that as well. I don't want all the juices in there. If you're like me when it comes to a burger, you throw in a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. I prefer the Lee and Perrins. It just has really good flavor to it. And you're gonna wanna do maybe a couple of tablespoons there of your Worcestershire sauce. When I make my burgers, I also use garlic powder. So I have some garlic powder here that I'll sprinkle on in. I mentioned dressing your burger, right? Well, I enjoy bacon on my cheeseburger. So I have a little bit of bacon bits here. That's just what fit into the into my little spoon there. But like I mentioned, I like bacon on my burger, and so I've got some bacon bits here. We're gonna throw some more bacon bits on top. And you know, when I make my burger, guess what I do? A little salt and pepper. So just a dash of salt, a little bit of pepper going in there as well. And we're gonna throw some ketchup in there because we all, for the most part, right, put ketchup on our burger. So I've got some ketchup here. This is, by the way, is a no sugar added ketchup. We'll do a quick little squeeze there. It has good flavor. It does taste different, don't get me wrong, but it just goes to show how much sugar is added into our products. So it does have sugars to it, but there's no sugar added. You get more of that tomato flavor with it versus some of that sweetness. Your pickles, I wouldn't put those in there. I would let that actually sit on the rim of your serving dish as garnish. If you do want them in here, go with a relish because that will be more fine diced. Mustard's always a good thing, right? But I enjoy stone ground, I don't enjoy dropping it in my bowl, but I do enjoy stone ground mustard. So we're gonna open up my mustard, and we'll put just a squeeze of that stone ground in there, and hopefully I can find myself a napkin here soon because I'm going to need it. Anyway, once it's all said and done, this is all you're doing, folks. This is all you're doing is adding stuff into a bowl, And then you're going to mix everything up nice and evenly, because keep in mind, you've got the different kind of cheeses in here. Technically, you've got 3 cheeses in here. You've got your cream cheese, your sharp cheddar, and your pepper jack. You've got the garlic powder in there, so you'll want to make sure that that gets also evenly distributed. You want to make sure your tomatoes are in there too, so that every time you throw a potato chip into the mix, that you get a bit of tomato with it too. So that's all you gotta do. Mix it up, put it into an oven-safe container, cook it at 400 till it gets a little bit brown at the top. So I'm gonna put this off to the side here to show you, because I've already got one ready, because this requires pre-cooking before. Can't cook that and have it done in time for Stacy. But then you get yourself a cheeseburger dip, a little done on the top there, but looking really good in the bottom. And you heard me mention earlier, potato chips. Why? What do you do with a burger? You have chips on the side, right? Usually with dips, you're gonna have yourself maybe a Ritz cracker or a club cracker or something like that. But why would you do that? If you're having yourself a cheeseburger, I think you need to serve this up with a potato chip. Tastes just like a good old hamburger that you have on a grill out during your summer season. Now I'm gonna bowl some of this up so Stacy can try it out. Coming up next.